We are here, Las Vegas. Beautiful Sunday. They're playing, they got a ZZ Top cover band over here on the Neon Garage. It's race day. Weather is perfect. I'm hyped. First cup race at Las Vegas I've ever seen, and it's gonna be a good one, I have a feeling. Fans are starting to rifle into the Neon Garage here. Just parked my car currently in the Neon Garage, making my way over there towards Pit Road, out in front of the stage here. Bunch of chairs set up. Is this where they do the drivers meeting? Or what is that? This is kind of weird. Looks like someone's getting married today. I don't know. It is Las Vegas. We can have like one of those Elvis weddings that I've heard so much about. I just hit my head on that palm tree. God, I'm tall. Crowd here is starting to fill in. Definitely a few more people than I've seen the last couple days. It's only about 8 a.m. Race is still over 4.5 hours away. But in this video today, my goal is to take you guys kind of behind the scenes. We're gonna spend most of the race kind of in the pit road garage area. We're gonna go out for driver intros. We're gonna be all over the front stretch and everything. But my goal today, as is with many of these videos, is to take you guys kind of behind the scenes and up close with a Cup Series race day. We're gonna see a lot of cars, hopefully a lot of drivers, and a lot of fans for sure. If you missed it, I uploaded in my last video kind of a tour of the Las Vegas Motor Speedway Neon Garage. So we're not gonna spend quite as much time in here today. Let's get moving. Because we have a lot to do today and only a few hours to get it all done. Cup Series Garage, bright and early. Teams, crews, hard at work. They're lined up based on last year's owner's points. So you got the championship for Kyle Busch is back there, Truex, then Harvick and Hamlin, Daytona 500 winner from last week. Always a very pretty paint scheme. Lots of crew guys, but also a lot of fans waiting outside their favorite drivers' haulers. A lot of times drivers will occasionally appear, even just for a moment. You have to be aware of your surroundings in here, not just for safety, but also because just anyone could walk by at any time. And you'd be surprised who shows their face around here. Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano have Pennzoil on the hood this week, title sponsor of the race. Ross Chastain is behind the wheel of the 6 this weekend for Ryan Newman. A lot of JGR, Eric Jones crew guys conversating. This guy with his back to us here on the side. Actually, there he is, Chris Gale. On the left is the crew chief. Lots of people working, a lot of fans on the bottom and up at the top there. Second level, fans looking down from inside the Neon Garage. See what I mean? There's Matt Benedetto right there. And we'll talk to him in a little while. We'll talk to him later. I'm just kind of doing a lap right now. The garage here is kind of in like a diamond shape, and it's all kind of along the outside, so it's kind of like walking a big circle. So kind of just doing the loop right now here. It's still pretty early in the day, but fans are filing in here. Most of the drivers, of course, have hero cards out front for fans to just grab. A lot of times drivers will sign these at appearances and whatnot. And those change sometimes every week depending on if a driver has a new sponsor. A lot of times they have one for every sponsor the driver has. All right, well, we've seen most of the garage. We've done our first initial pass. Not a lot of drivers out yet. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. A lot of drivers aren't gonna emerge until, you know, we get a little closer to the drivers meeting time, which I don't even know when that is, so I should probably get a schedule or something. I am noticing right across the way here from the digital center, they have these barricades up and there's a lot of fans getting lined up alongside. I think the drivers are gonna come through here. And remember those white chairs I was looking at earlier? I think that is the drivers meeting. So they're gonna do it right in the center of the Neon Garage. That's a good idea, making the drivers meeting a little bit more public. Usually it's in like a tent or, you know, some closed room somewhere. I mean, I'll be honest, the drivers meeting isn't, you know, super entertaining or anything, but you know, it's kind of cool if you've never seen it before. Outside the 20 hauler here, man, they got some good stuff to grill up later today. All these haulers have giant grills parked out front. Fortunate to be here with media access, but you can't get a VIP garage tour. That is something they do on race day. They take groups of people through a live NASCAR Cup garage. I don't know if live is the right word. I guess it's not technically hot at the moment, but there are a lot of engines being revved. I also just got the hookups on some new NASCAR swag. I like the new logo a lot. Some people don't like it. I really like the new logo, I gotta say. we saw Matt DiBenedetto walking around earlier. Let's see if maybe we can talk to him for a minute. You've rallied such an impressive, like, just fan movement, I feel like, behind you just in the last couple of years. Like, you know, a few years ago, I feel like you're kind of under the radar. Not a lot of people are really talking about you, but nowadays, I mean, you're front page news half the time, I feel like. So what's that journey been like? It's been very fast, I feel like.
It has. It's been a whirlwind. It's been crazy because I was driving for smaller teams and just trying to climb up through the ranks, and my goal has always been to win in the Cup Series. Yeah. That's been my lifelong dream and journey, and I was willing to sacrifice everything to try and do it. And then, yeah, when you get those opportunities to keep climbing the ladder and then get, you know, into those rides like last year to perform at a higher level, and we were able to compete for some of those wins when we were building that team up, things that helps, and I just share my story with the fans. I just try and be me. Any tweet or any stuff that comes from me, it comes directly from me and my phone. That's just kind of how I like to keep things authentic. And yeah, it was just crazy how people kind of embraced the story and the journey. I think they felt me and my family's passion and my wife and what we've done to get here, and it's been really neat to gain all that following.
All right, well, that was pretty awesome. Being media lets you do some pretty cool things sometimes. Suarez is actually right over there talking to, oh goodness, I don't know who that is. There you go. How's it going, y'all? I'm here with Daniel Suarez, driver of the number 96 Toyota. How's it going today, man?
Good, man. I like your microphone.
Yeah, I know, it's a phone. It's honestly, it's a very expensive microphone, but it does a lot more than just be a microphone. But yeah, it works pretty well. But it's a beautiful day here in Las Vegas, much better than yesterday. How do you feel about your race car today?
I feel good. You know, obviously, you know, we're still working, building this team, learning a lot. I feel like this weekend has been extremely productive for us. Obviously, you know, making good adjustments, learning with the team. You know, what we need to do, how much we have to make adjustments, and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like, obviously, you know, today is going to be the first race for us, and we're going to learn a lot. So hopefully, you know, we're going to start building our notebook and get better and better every week.
So you said it's kind of work in progress. If you had to set expectations for yourself or for this team this year, what are those expectations?
I think the expectation for now is just to improve, you know, every weekend. I feel like today, I feel like if we can finish, you know, inside the top 25 or so, I think that's going to be a decent day. If we finish inside the top 20, that will be a winning day. But, you know, we're still building, you know. We're still hiring engineers. We're still building the whole group. So, you know, it's going to take some time. But, obviously, I know what to do. The team knows where we're going also. And we'll get there.
Do you think any of your experience with some of the bigger teams, you've raced for a couple now the last few years, do you think any of that, at least from your perspective, will help translate and help this team kind of get off the ground faster maybe?
Oh, of course, yeah. You know, I'm bringing a lot of information to the table, and the way that we have to operate, the way that we have to work, what kind of information I need from my crew chief, what kind of engineers are we looking to hire, like all those kind of things. You know, I've been already in the Cup Series for this is my 4th year, so I know what to ask for and what I need to be able to be successful.
Definitely. Well, I want to wish you the best of luck today. I know you got to get to the drivers' meeting and everything pretty soon, but thanks for doing this, and good luck today.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, there we go. Jumping in with Daniel Suarez. That was kind of cool, kind of spur of the moment. All right, now I promised you guys drivers. We've seen a couple drivers, gotten to talk to a couple in depth. Let's see if we can find a whole lot more. I think the drivers' meeting is about to start, and it's right around the corner over here. Let's see if we can just see some drivers, see the sights, so to speak. Drivers and crew chiefs, I should say. It's not limited to just one. I have no idea how crowded this is going to be, so this might be difficult. All right, yeah, there's a lot of people lining that walkway there. A lot of people. Oh, what the heck? Mardi Gras girl, she's on stilts. Oh my goodness. A couple of heavyweights coming this way. Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott is back there behind him. Chase Elliott signing for the kids, signing for a lot of fans. He has really cool hats. Love that throwback look. Sorry, I like good looking caps. There's Michael McDowell. Give a little wave to the fans. Eric Almirola sneaking by on the other side. So they're coming at me from every angle. It's kind of tough. Here comes Blaney and Todd Gordon. There's Eric Jones. Talked to him yesterday. If you missed that video, go check it out. Clint Boyer. Yeah, so they're coming at it from all directions. This is kind of tricky. Here's Joey Logano. And get a great view of him. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. signing for a lot of fans. Weird seeing him in a Chevy hoodie. That's just weird seeing Chevy on Ricky Stenhouse. I'm trying to catch as many as I can, but they're coming from every angle. Kyle Larson right here getting a quick selfie before he goes in there. Kyle Busch walking in. This is going to get loud, I'm afraid. Lots of loud noises for Kyle Busch. My camera kept ducking in and out of focus, sorry about that, but we saw them for the most part. We definitely heard the fan response. It looks like most of the drivers have gotten through here by now. Drivers' meeting is starting in just a few minutes, can't be late. Maybe we'll just see if we can follow the 32 car out onto the grid. There we go. There's the racetrack. Nice and dry. Cars slowly but surely being wheeled onto the grid. Looks like a lot of them are already out there. You can walk. Now we are out on the track, or at least on pit road. You got the grid here. Still pushing the last handful of cars out into their respective spots. Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, Harvick. They're starting based on last year's points. Last year's owner's points because qualifying was rained out, but there you have it. Pretty much the entire 40 car field is already out on track. We'll have to go get an up close view in a moment, but get a load of this. Never gets old standing on a large NASCAR track like this. This is my first trip out here to Las Vegas. First time out at this racetrack. Definitely my first time on the racetrack. It's not always easy to see it on camera, but the front stretch here has a little bit of banking. Let's stretch our calves out a little bit here. Oh yeah. Yeah, not as bad as like Daytona, for example, but yeah, definitely trudging up here, up to the wall. A lot of walking when you come to these races. There's just so much to see. Drivers meeting down on the infield in the Neon Garage has started, it sounds like. They're broadcasting the drivers and crew chief video to the entire grandstand. I forgot there's a Ferris wheel out there in turn 4. Look at that little thing. Woo! All right, here we go. Start finish line, big crowd around it. This is also where the stage for the pre-race concert has been set up. And here you go. Start finish line. A lot of production being done here. You got big cameras, tripods on the start finish line, a lot of stuff going on. Of course, people signing the start finish line. Let's add to it here. There you go. Flag stand up there, start finish line, big crowd around it. There you go. Sounds like the drivers meeting also just wrapped up. Absolutely beautiful. The grass, Pennzoil logo, the new NASCAR logo, all in the grass. This is so nice. It's so fun. It's still early enough. The crowd hasn't fully set it. See, the thing is at Vegas, a lot of the stuff happens down in the infield garage. There's stuff here on the track, but the concert hasn't even started yet, so people aren't going to start filling in here yet. So you got to kind of, you learn where the people are and where the people aren't at these racetracks. At Vegas, they're all in the infield watching the drivers meeting and seeing all the drivers, which is where we were a second ago. That's a pretty cool view right there. Not a lot of people in the way. Just got all their noses peeking out right there. Got a lot of the pit signs lit up down here. A lot of fans walking down pit road. Helping the crews clean out the pit boxes maybe. Wow, floods of people now trying to make it onto pit road now that the drivers meeting is over. Pit crews finishing things up, getting ready for the race. Chase Elliott's pit box right here. Team guys stacking tires, making sure everything's lined up, ready to rock. Joey Logano's got the yellow rims on his tires. Those look cool, those stand out for sure. Driver intro is getting ready to start. We're out on the starting grid right now. This is about as clear a view as we're gonna get of a lot of these race cars before drivers, fans, sponsors, owners, everyone just kind of piles in. Yeah, this is a nice view. Bowman, Byron, Elliott, bunch of the Hendrick Chevys right here. That is sharp right there. A lot of officials hanging around to make sure nobody touches anything. Brad Keselowski's discount tire car, love that. Blaney, I mentioned earlier, in the Pennzoil colors as well. Clint Boyer, Blue Death. Pit signs are out. Many of them are lit up. Walking through some of the pit boxes, my shoes get kind of sticky because it's like they've sprayed down Stickum or something in here to help the cars grip and slide to a stop when they come into pit. This is my first time seeing the new Camaro front ends up close. A little flatter than last year's. Crowd is going wild. I guess driver intros have started. I'm not sure. I don't have a big screen nearby. Denny Hamlin's car, I like it. Has the little FedEx jet up on the hood there, a little hood ornament, so to speak. Defending Cup Series champion Kyle Busch in the Snickers colors. His teammate Truex. Then you have Kevin Harvick in the Busch car back there. And that's it. That's basically the grid. Drivers will be heading over here shortly after their name gets called and they walk along that stage. Look at the crowd of people out in front of the driver intro stage right now. Pretty good crowd in the stands as well, at least right here on the main front stretch. There's Chase Elliott walking by. There he goes. We've seen most of the cars on the grid. We'll keep walking a little bit further down. Wow, the only car I've seen that actually has like, you know, rope blocking most of the fans, although it looks like everybody's inside the rope anyways, so not sure who that's blocking. Jimmy Johnson's final full-time season in NASCAR. Gonna be crazy. There's the 21 of Matt Benedetto, 37, Ryan Preece this year. And then we have the second pace car, and now the back half of the field. The camera here does not do the neon on that 3-car justice, but that pops. Corey LaJoie's Go Fast Schluter Systems car has no business looking that good. I love the orange and black and the flames on the side. I mean, that looks really, really good. I'm not just saying that. That's a solid looking race car. I am way on the opposite end of the racetrack right here, but I wanted to show you guys what kind of how the banking looks in turn 4. I'm trying to keep the camera perfectly flat. The crowd just got really loud when Jimmy Johnson drove by on his little truck, so expect that a lot at every race this year. Mike McDowell over there with some crew guys signing stuff for some fans as well. Austin Dillon rifling through the crowd, a big crowd and a lot of cameras around Jimmy Johnson's car. This is gonna be a tough one to get in on. Oh, well, as I was saying that, Jimmy Johnson almost bumped into me. Well, there goes Jimmy fighting through the crowd. Everyone's looking at the car. Guys, he's behind you. Guys, he's behind you. Ryan Preece and Tyler Reddick right there. Couple solid young drivers. I'm kind of moving towards the front of the grid, but it's pretty busy. Cole Custer sneaking through right there. That's pretty freaking awesome right here. Mr. Benedetto again. There goes Eric Almirola. So much happening, so fast. Just people everywhere. There's John Hunter Nemechek, another one of the rookies, posing in front of his car. Corey, I gotta ask, what's going through your head? You're about to strap into a race car. What do drivers think about when they're taking all these photos?
I'm ready to put the helmet on, that way nobody talks to me anymore.
All right, I'm sorry, I'll leave. I'll get out of your face. I'm a little close. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a nice looking paint scheme though. Did you have any say in the scheme this year, the flames?
I had all the input on this.
Oh, really? This is a Corey LaJoie original then.
I figured, man, a good flame scheme is underrated.
That is true.
So I'm happy with how this flame scheme Schluter system turned out for this year.
Well, I sure am too. That thing is sharp. Looks like drivers are all at their cars. Everyone's almost finished taking photos, so national anthem and everything, invocation right around the corner here. Last time I saw this paint scheme, it was doing burnouts at Miami after winning his 2nd straight championship. And there's a vest. It is kind of weird seeing Chastain in not just a Ford outfit, but the Roush Fenway colors. It's just interesting, but he might have a good day today, filling in for Ryan Newman. Security is starting to push people off of the pit lane. Drivers are getting into their cars. Kurt Busch already in his car. Ready for 400 miles today at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Oh, it's Tony Stewart, look at that. Tony Stewart, Bill Elliott behind him. Whoa, look at this. A lot of history right there in that shot. 2 of the greats. I've never been that close to Tony Stewart before. Actually, that's not true, but it's been a while. Final checks on Chase Elliott's car right here. A lot of cameras around Brad Keselowski. I don't think that'll ever get old. Being on pit road, being on the grid during the anthem, the flyover. Moving through here. Whoa, look at that huge, what is that huge thing? Whoa, look at that plane. That's big. Engines just got fired. We're walking down towards turn 1. That side of pit road right now, but the engines are fired. They're ready to go. That is a beautiful crowd, boys. Woo! Green is in the air. Oh, well, under caution. Daniel Suarez's car stalled. Well, that's disappointing. stage 3 about to start. We're up on top of the media center almost. Now this is a cool view of the front stretch. Wow. Come on, Chase. Oh, 3 wide. Oh. Get a load of this view. A lot of pit crews seem ready. Maybe you can see some pit stops here. Wow. Really good crowd here. I haven't really talked about it yet. Vegas seats, what, around 70,000 I think still, even though they took a lot of seats out. Still around 70,000. And this place, 80–90% full for a track that now has 2 races a year. Pretty good. It's just heading back down to pit road, and Chase Elliott rubbed up into the outside wall while leading. Man, I thought we left this stuff behind last year or 2 years ago. Man, Chase Elliott's still finding new ways to lose races. He's supposed to win. Come on. I haven't gotten a good view of the damage yet, but that sucks. Everyone is down here on pit road now because this is going to be a crazy finish. Some guys on no tires, some on 2. Blaney, the leader's back in 12th.
Vegas never has these good finishes.
This is gonna be something else. Here we go. 2 laps to go. Here we go. Jimmy Johnson was on the apron. I think Joey might have this. I don't think anyone's beating Joey at this point. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, they're wrecking. That might be the caution. Oh, no, they're smoking. No, there's Nemechek. That's caution. That's it. Logano's the winner. Oh, Byron blew up. Everything just wrecked. Everything's over. That's it. Joey wins it. What a story. Was that 2 years in a row for Joey? Did he win it last year?
2 years, yes.
Yeah. On pit road now. Joey Logano's out of the car and celebrating. Joey's back there running to get the checkered flag. Got a driver's lined up for TV interviews right here. Benedetto, 2nd place. I guess that matches his career best, huh? There you go. Jeez, look at the front of Blaney's car. They must have had to put something out. Wow.
I feel like it made it a little bit better. Front balance a lot early in the race. It got better, and then
they're wasting almost no time. Cup race ended maybe less than 5 minutes ago. Xfinity car's already out here.
We're close. Second race of the season. Starting off with the second finish. That's great. Happy for Joey. Those Penske cars were really fast.
we got track position, we lost it, and then we got it back there at the end with that caution, and then stayed up there, which was nice. And so, you know, it wasn't perfect, but we got some good points out of it. Got a top 5 finish out of it.
We were really close to being a winning car today. Just wish I could rerun the weekend a little bit and work through a few things, but
a strong day. Sadly, with probably 15 to go or so, I got on the outside of the left. I lost some spots, but didn't have a strong enough tire run to cause any problems, and put rights on for that final restart. Chaos was happening in front of me, and I was able to sneak through and advance to the top 5 finish.
Pit box is being taken down. Weekend, for at least the Cup Series, is it's just about over. The Xfinity race is going to be wrapping up here in about half an hour, I think. Unfortunately, I can't stay. Got a flight to catch, but this has been amazing. It's my first time ever at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and you know, I'll have to be back at some point. Thank you all a ton for tuning in, for following along, for joining me on this adventure. Hopefully we have a lot more of these down the pipeline. I'll be in Las Vegas, or I'll be in Auto Club next week, then I'll be at Phoenix the week after, so gonna be busy the next few weeks. But thanks for tuning in, guys. If you missed any of my videos from this weekend that I've already uploaded, go check those out. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing this perspective, seeing this side and this view of NASCAR. Pretty awesome. Thanks for watching, guys.